Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening and welcome. I am Timothy Pachulo, Principal of South Ocean Middle School. At this time, I'd ask you to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for our select choir members to sing the National Anthem. Along with that, we have our high school, junior Air Force, ROTC here to do a color guard salute. Please welcome them. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. On behalf of our assistant principal, Dr. Paula Mays, all of South Ocean's faculty and staff, and our honored guests that are here tonight, I'm very pleased to welcome all of you to South Ocean Middle School's 2018 8th grade moving up ceremony. I'm so grateful to the Patchogue Theater Board who allows us to hold our ceremony in this amazing venue each year. And in the unlikely event of an emergency tonight, please note the exits in the front and rear of the auditorium. If an alarm should sound, please exit the building as quickly and safely as possible. At this time, I would like to ask that all of our faculty and staff stand and be recognized for all they have done over the past 3 years for our students. The daily interactions of compassion, wisdom, and support by these individuals is truly amazing. Our students have been very fortunate to have these positive role models throughout their middle school experience. I'd like to welcome our honored guests that are here with us tonight. Dr. Michael Hines, Superintendent of Schools. Board of Education Trustee Bernadette Smith. and Board of Education Trustee Mark Nager. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight and for all that you do supporting our students. It's my sincere pleasure to honor and recognize our 8th grade students this evening. The promotion from middle school to high school is an important milestone in life. Any milestone represents a time in our lives when we should look back to reflect upon the steps that we took to achieve such greatness. They also encourage us to look forward to the promise of good things to come. Thank you to all the parents who have entrusted your children to us over the past 3 years. I'm sure we'll continue to hear about the great things that your children will accomplish in the years to come. Please join me in welcoming our Superintendent of Schools for some opening remarks.
All right, 8th graders, soon to be 9th graders. You know, for the parents who are here, our parents and guardians, grandparents, big round of applause for all of you for doing such a wonderful job. Really short and sweet, which is really traditionally very hard for me to do because I've been known to ramble, but I won't this evening. And I just want to speak to I'm going to say future 9th graders. Here's my only bit of advice, and I'm hoping that you listen to it. When you get to the high school, there really is no silver bullet for success. There's really generally never one way or one pragmatic pathway to success. But I will say this: if you join a club, if you play a sport, if you continue to play an instrument, or you love art, or you do something new and different, that is pretty much, for you Jet fans out here, a Joe Namath guarantee for you to maximize the potential that you have. And let me tell you something, you all have a massive amount of potential. Some of you haven't even scratched the surface yet. And I'm telling you right now, that high school is ready for you, and more important, you are ready for the high school. South Ocean Middle School is a gem. The teachers and the staff here really should be sainted because they're so unbelievable at what they do. And certainly our 2 wonderful administrators, Dr. Pachillo and Dr. Mays, are outstanding. But I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to August, because this is what happens in August, right? August 1st, actually now, like back to school stuff comes out probably in about another week, right? So it starts so early. But what's going to happen is around August 1st, you're going to be going, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to school in a couple of weeks. And then the 15th rolls around, and then it's like, you know, the latter part of August, and then all of a sudden it's going to hit you. And I want you to embrace that. I really want you to embrace this new journey and this new chapter that you are on. Because I'm telling you, you are so ready for it. I just ask you to stretch that rubber band as much as you can without snapping it. Because if you do, you'll be the best version of yourself. We love you, we're so very proud of you, and let's get on with this ceremony. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hines. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker, Stephen Badamo. Stephen had the highest cumulative average for all 3 years at South Ocean Middle School. Please welcome Stephen for his reflections at South Ocean Middle School.
I would first like to thank all our families and friends in the audience here tonight to honor our 8th grade students. The class of 2022 has grown together over the last 3 years. In elementary school, everyone's world existed within his or her own school. By the end of 6th grade, we became familiar with each other. In 7th grade, we branched out further. Now, as we approach the very end of our last year at South Ocean, nearly every student is familiar with one another in some way and has shared many experiences. One of the benefits of middle school is it's a time in between our last years of childhood and the beginning of our adulthood. In this time, we were able to become who we wanted and relieved ourselves of any hidden fears through friendship. This made middle school much more comfortable for all of us. As a result of the growing relationship between peers in our grade, we finished with a feeling of anticipation for high school as well as a deeper feeling of acceptance. We are accepted into the group at South Ocean, and among our group are similar thoughts and hopes for what is to come, as well as a common friendship. All this contributed to our personal growth. Without constant growth, education would not make people more intelligent or experienced. It simply would be ineffective. Finally, this graduating class has and will be flourishing all the way through our Pat Med School career. Of course, this is no fairy tale. Along with growth, we face times that test our motivation and strength. All students at South Ocean have triumphed over finals, sports games, concerts, and plays. After each success, the South Ocean student emerges more well-rounded than before. We study, practice, and rehearse for each event, yet, sometimes when we are met with the big moment, our confidence may weaken. We are all capable of achieving the highest, and I hope after today, each person here feels stronger and more eager to face the next challenge we encounter. Even small trials stimulate improvement, and once started, this growth can landslide and become exponentially more difficult to slow. The momentum gained will continue through high school and lead on to greater things. And now, we have completed yet another crucial step in our journey to success. To finish, middle school was an enriching experience for our grade as a whole, and it helped shape us into better people for the future. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce our second student speaker, Sydney Rooney. Sydney had the second highest cumulative average for all 3 years of middle school. Please welcome Sydney, who will be speaking about looking forward to the future.
Looking to the future, there are so many exciting opportunities that lie ahead. A great quote to live by is, "Dreams are how we figure out where we want to go, life is how we get there," which was once said by one of the world's greatest amphibians, Kermit the Frog. There's no rush to know what we want to do yet. It's easier to start small. For example, today maybe you want to wake up earlier. In a week or two, learn to play the ukulele. In a month, master a triple pirouette. The possibilities are infinite. And once we do find out where we want to go, all we really have to do is find out how to get there. But as long as we're willing to do our best, no matter what life throws at us, our dreams can come true. Not knowing what might happen tomorrow doesn't have to be scary or stressful. Think of it as an adventure. So in the future, all we need to do is keep dreaming and stay determined, no matter how tough it gets in high school, college, or whatever else we decide to pursue. With diligence and determination, our dreams can become reality. Kermit the Frog really did say it the best. Dreaming is how we discover our destination, and living is how we get there.
It is my sincere pleasure to introduce the Deputy Mayor of the Village of Patchogue, Mr. Jack Krieger, to make a special presentation.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm here on behalf of Mayor Panieri, who couldn't make it tonight, but sends his regards to everybody here. And when I get to look out, when I get to come here and look out at all those young, fresh faces getting ready to move on to the next level, I just want to say you're going to do a great job, and you'll be in Patchogue. It's a great village, and you're in a great place, the Patchogue Theater, which is owned by the village. So for all you youngsters who are moving up out of South Ocean and going up to Buffalo or wherever your next location is, good luck. And remember, Patchogue's your home. I have a proclamation here awarded by the Incorporated Village of Patchogue to Julia Tully. The Village of Patchogue wishes to issue this Mayor's Citizens Award to Julia Tully for showing dedication to her school and to her community. Julia? Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Julia didn't know that she was getting that award. There'll be a few of you that will be embarrassed tonight. So. Thank you, Mr. Krieger and the Village of Patchogue for your continued support of our school. An 8th grade awards night was held in early June, and most awards were presented that evening. However, we were unable to recognize some top student awards until now, since the Regents exams were just administered this past week. I'm very proud of the students who challenged themselves this year by taking high school level courses and Regents exams in Earth Science and Algebra. I'd like to invite up Mr. Durant to present the highest Earth Science Regents exam grade. Mr. Durant did an incredible job teaching Earth Science this year. All students passed in the exam.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for being here. It's all because of you that they can attain exactly what we're here for. They've done an incredible job this year. So we appreciate all the support that you give. To my students, thank you so much for an incredible year. You guys have been phenomenal. I really appreciate it. This year's recipient, and I say recipients because there was just unbelievable parity this year. I looked at the Regents grades, it was so close. It really came down to practically nothing. So this year's highest Earth Science, which is no surprise, the award doesn't go to one person, it goes to two. With a score of 98, we have Julia Tully. And Bryson Jones.
Thank you, Mr. Duran, and once again, congratulations to Julia and Bryson. All of our students taking the Earth Science exam this year did extremely well, and we're very proud of all of you. And now I'd like to invite Ms. Antonacci to present the highest Algebra Regents grade. Ms. Antonacci was our Algebra teacher this year, and with her expert teaching, again, all students passed their Regents exam and did very well. Ms. Antonacci.
So I just want to say how much of a privilege it has been to teach my algebra students, not only this year, but in 7th grade as well. I've had them for 2 years in a row, and it's been nothing short of a joy. Every single day, they came into my classroom with the utmost determination and ambition, and they are the reason that I teach, and they have made my experience so great this year. So I thank them truly for that, and I want them to know that I'm proud of every single one of you. So the top score on the Algebra Regents exam is 93%. Congratulations to Sydney Rooney.
Congratulations to Sydney and all of our algebra students. Very well done. And now we will begin the presentation of certificates of completion to our 8th graders. Can we have our readers please come up? And Mrs. Gorin, we're going to start with you.
Stephen Badano. Sydney Rooney. Eve Alvarez. Lisbeth Aragon Fuentes. Melanie Argueta Sanchez. John Arias. Kelly Arzada. Shannon Bedemsi. Kira Bonse. Henry Barrera Canales. Dylan Bassett. Lauren Bell. Craig Birkin Jr. Lainey Bogle. Jennifer Bonilla Garcia. Christopher Borja. Lady Borja Centeno. Madeline Brandy. Michael Cavanagua Plasencia. Brian Cajamarca. Damaris Cajamarca Moy. Sebastian Calle. Ariana Campatiello. Brandon Campo. Victoria Carbonero. Brianna Carr. Jack Castillo Cajamarca. Samantha Castillo Rojano. Betsy Castro Perez. Christian Chelius. Karen Chimbo Ortega. Samantha Claros. Octavius Palazzo. Gail Comiskey. Liam Connolly. Kevin Crowley.
Joelle Cruz. Zanara Daniels. Justin De La Rosa. Ryan DeLiva. Julian Delorto. Aaliyah Diaz. Brooke Doctorman. Jamie Dowling. Toby Evans. Tyler Faust. Sydney Faust. Ismael Fernandez Lopez. Katarina Boltman. Garrett Fabrizio. Jefferson Fuentes. Luke Jackalone. Bryson Gomes. Samantha Gomez Argueta. Brian Gonzalez Angamarca. Joanna Guaraca. Joana Hernández Chicas. Marlene Hernández Fuentes. Emily Hess. Abu Pereira. Igor Jara Luna. Catherine Jaramillo. Lucas Kachmar. Julia Katz. Shane Healy. Casey Kohler. Adrian Lamana. Katrina Lamana. Woodley Lawrence. Nicholas Lieber. Kayla Yaksa Vasquez. Christopher Loja Gomez. Ryan Lopez. Evan Louis. Kevin Lucero Imeco. Victoria Mahabal.
David Mala. Nicole Martha. Rachel Marrero. Dominic Mazzucchelli. Ryan McCabe. Delaney McCarthy. Kirsty Meyer. Chris Mejia Bonilla. Cesar Melendez Galeano. Caitlin Melton. Andy Menjivar Valles. Nicole Miranda Delgado. Treja Moston. Aiden Munoz. Amelia Napolitano. Alex Naranjo Chacon. Adrian Joseph Natividad. Christopher Oriana. Eric Oriana Vanegas. Kevin Orozco. Adriana Ortega Torres. Maggie O'Shea. Ronan Hughes. Luis Peña Peña. Christopher Penaranda Hagan. Lauren Raycroft. Juan Rivera. Joel Rojano Bonilla. Dominic Rodriguez. Charlotte Rooney. Peyton Rump. Jacqueline Ryan. Darwin Salinas. Charlotte Salty. Solange Santana. Catherine Santos Tovar.
Eva Saber. Russell Sabrino. Vincent Scalzo. Jack Schaefer. Kiani Serda. Aiden Ciliati. Geneva Cicilline. Charles Smirk. Cindy Solis Velasquez. Tyden Sanders. Michaela Stewart. Erica Tomatini. Jennifer Tapia. Priscilla Thompson. Jessica Tiningay. Sky Juliana Tranquina. Dylan Travis. Julia Tully. Ryan Tunche Morales. Luke Turner. Anthony Ulloa Oriana. Blake Underwood. Christopher Voss. Emmanuel Vela. Max Venezia. Angel Ventura Fuentes. Perla Disney Broda. David Wortel. Ryan Wassmer. Wilkins. Lauren Tito. Jaylene Zakai Palahine. Kelly Zumba. Aisha Zumba. Jacqueline Martinez. Jade Ulola. Karen Onse. Alan Guevara.
Congratulations to all our 8th graders. At this time, I'd like to make a special presentation to one of our PTA co-presidents who will be leaving us this year. She's been with us for many years, and her last child is exiting South Ocean. I'm so appreciative of her efforts throughout the years for providing so many events for our students, and we did get her a plaque in dedication for all that she's done for our students. It says, in recognition of your dedication and contribution to South Ocean Middle School, and is presented to Missy Vogel. Before ending this evening, I'd like to offer some remarks. I am very proud of the 8th grade class that is sitting here before me. I've had the privilege to get to watch each of you grow into confident, and caring, and capable young men and women during the course of your 3 years at South Ocean Middle School. Some of you may know, and I'm just going a little bit off the script here, so sorry to Miss Hannaford, who's translating for me in the back. Some of you may know that I welcomed our second baby daughter into the world on Friday. certain if I was even going to make it here tonight, but my wife and my mother-in-law, my amazing wife and mother-in-law, gave me the okay to be here, so I have to thank them for taking tonight and giving me the opportunity to be here. I am, as any newborn father, working on more than 2 hours of sleep, so it goes to show to get a good night's sleep before you're taking a test in the future, because you may stumble on your words and different things. But I am definitely proud to be here and really wanted to be here to honor all of you. And usually about a month out, I start to prepare for my speech and what I'm going to say to the 8th grade class. And around that time, it's also my wife is 8 months pregnant. I'm thinking about what are my thoughts and sentiment that I want for my daughters. And I have a toddler who's 28 months old, and I've watched her develop during those first 3 years or 2 years of life, where there's so much adolescent development that takes place. Us educators, we study adolescent development, and between birth and 2 years old is the time where you have the most human development in your life. And the second most time that you have the biggest human development is actually during middle school years. You span 2 stages of human development at that time, and so much goes on, so many changes are taking place in your body. So, I'm watching my daughter go through these, and also watching you as a proud principal and as a proud father. So, while I was coming up with the words for tonight, I had both in mind, and I wanted to come up with some words that are wishes for my daughters, as having a newborn daughter come through. But as I was coming up with those words, they're also the same wishes that I kind of have for all of you. It's the same things that I want for you to have throughout your life. So I'm going to share with you my 6 wishes for your future, and now I'll go back on the script. So that was kind of off script, but so here are my 6 wishes for you as you go through life. I wish that you work hard and be resilient. I hope that you always do your personal best at whatever you do. Sometimes you'll struggle, sometimes you'll even fail. Do not fear failure, as there will be stumbling blocks along the way. It's more about how you recover from those stumbling blocks. Tap into the resources that are there for you and be persistent in reaching your goals. I wish that you have a strong sense of understanding of yourself and of others. I hope that you always feel good about yourself and appreciate your own worth. Legendary coach Lou Holtz said, "You were not born a winner, you're not born a loser, you are what you make yourself to be." Take the time to truly understand others, listen, and hear their perspectives. I wish that you live your life with integrity and do the right thing, even when it's hard. You'll be faced with new pressures, new experiences, and new opportunities. You all know the difference between right and wrong. You all know when you're making decisions that are not in your best interest. I wish that you find your passion and keep a keen sense of curiosity along the way. Each of you possess a unique talents and skills, whether it be in the area of the arts, music, sports, sciences, humanities, or even in career areas that haven't even been invented yet. I hope that you stay naturally curious and involved in many different experiences to help cultivate your unique potential. Carl Sagan, an astronomer, said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Find your passion." I wish that you live a physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy life. I hope that you are never obsessed with perceived social pressures on what you should look like, who your friends are, or how you should act. I want you to be proud of who you are and comfortable and confident in your own body. Living a physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy life requires balance. Surround yourself with the right people, people that make you feel good about yourself and allow you to be who you are. Take care of yourself, stay physically active, take time to play, read, listen to music, and positively interact with friends. Finding balance will ultimately have a positive impact on all the other areas of your life. Finally, and above all else, I wish that you were kind. A famous magazine publisher, Malcolm Forbes, once said, "You can easily judge the character of others by how they treat those who can do nothing for them." Treat others as you would want to be treated. Practice selflessness by putting the needs of the less fortunate at the forefront, being humble and kind to all that you encounter. These are the wishes that I have for you and that I also have for my 2 daughters. Now that you're the newest students of Patchogue Medford High School, each of you should be confident in your ability to accomplish extraordinary things. However, lasting success comes only from hard work, dedication, and focus. No matter what your middle school years were like, the high school will give you an opportunity to start anew and to define who you are. It's up to you to take full advantage of that opportunity. It is with great pride and enthusiasm that I welcome you, Patchogue Medford High School's class of 2022. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you. students will now process out of the auditorium and meet their families in the lobby. It would be most helpful if parents and family members can wait for all the students to process out of the theater. Thank you all for coming, and I wish all of you a wonderful summer. Thank you.